Did you get on your side?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, brother. We are 1 day, 21 hours, 23 minutes, 30, 29, 28 seconds left.
Hey,
Fantasy season. Fantasy season.
I, I'm ahead of time on you. I'm down to 19 seconds. I'm like 5 seconds ahead of you, bro.
Hey, that's a first. You're never ahead. You're always behind like 30 seconds.
I know.
How did you feel like you did with your fantasy team this year?
Fantasy,
With
fantasy, fantasy. Okay, so I'm happy with my fantasy team. I'll let the cat out of the bag when I draft fantasy. Um, One of the things that I never do is it's worked for me. I never draft a defense and I never draft a kicker. I'm a week by week with defenses and kickers. I'm seeing who if they're playing in dome or they're playing outside defenses, their matchups. I go off that of what's available. It doesn't always work out, but it hasn't hurt me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I draft. I was heavy wide receiver to start. Got some good running backs, and then I always draft rookies. On my bench. Like last year, I had BTJ till week 4. He didn't do anything up to that point. I dropped him, and then he turned out to be a stud.
Yeah, I
You know what I
remember.
mean?
I picked
So
him up by
yeah,
then.
I mean, so I drafted Bowers last year, late. So I draft the young guys, after I have my team set on the what if, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's kind of my strategy every year. And you still gotta hit the waiver wire every week. People get hurt, all that. But that's just how I start my season normally. You know what I mean? Heavy rookie on the bench. And then week by week it's kicker, defense, and then I have my core starters.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as my team, yeah, I'm happy with my team. I'm happy with my team. I should have went running back a little higher because I went wide receiver. But I went Jetta, St. Brown. I mean, I felt like that was. I
It's a
mean,
pretty good
they both
combination.
they get a lot of touches. You know what I
Consistency.
mean? So yeah, I was happy with it.
Yeah, I tried the wide receiver heavy last year and it didn't work out for me. So I kind of went back to the old school, right? The running back. Let me just stock up on running backs because that's what I was chasing last year. And I just couldn't keep up. So I see you got Love, Jefferson, St. Brown, Hampton, Cook, Kraft, Garrett Wilson, and then Little. Oh, I got Cam Little's autograph, RPA, if you want that one. And then
Yeah,
Pittsburgh. So okay, I see that. I think my
yeah,
my, my take on kickers and defenses is you've seen like big swings, right? Like big fan of Brandon Aubrey, of course, the Moose Knuckle himself, putting up 60 yarders in a game, and
yeah,
hey, that's
yeah,
that's some points. So oftentimes I've seen them outscore, tight ends, even some wide receivers, depending on the week. So
yeah.
for me, I mean, even a 6 or 7 round isn't too soon. I don't mind just securing that spot because even if I only have to worry about replacing them 1 week, I know they'll be consistent throughout. So
Yeah, 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 and it's a different strategy, and it works too. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
I think I wasn't happy with Cook. I know he had a lot of touchdowns last year, but his production was down. So if he didn't have those 16 touchdowns, his numbers wouldn't look so good on paper.
absolutely.
So I'm kind of I don't know. I like the Hampton. I think he's going to be a stud. I like the Harvey running back for Denver and Charbonnet. I think he's going to do better this year. But my running backs are kind of a what if. You know
Yeah,
what I
I think
mean?
Harvey's a sleeper. A lot of people aren't looking at him. I think he's going to be a stud, and I think he's only going to open up for Bo Nix. Um,
Yeah. And then this kind of just happened. This wasn't a plan going into the draft, but to get Love, Tucker Kraft as my tight end, and then to get Golden late, the
yeah,
rookie wide receiver, I was like, oh, I can double up on some touchdowns and
I
stuff
think
like
he
that.
can easily become wide receiver two, and probably slip into that wide receiver one if he
Right.
shows anything like he did back in Texas. Dude, he was a freaking beast. So I think that's a good haul.
Yeah, and then Thornton. Thornton is a rookie for the Raiders. He's a very explosive player. He's kind of like a Trey Tucker. Supposedly, he's going to be wide receiver 2. He's
Mm.
going to be heavily inserted into the offense. We'll see. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a chance. The Caleb Johnson, I drafted him and then released him and then picked him back up. just because I went with my initial, gut feeling on him that he's going to figure it out and he's gonna be better than Jalen Warren.
No,
I don't know if that's really going to happen, but we'll see.
I mean, and every week is different, right? Somebody can get hurt, somebody can get tweaked, somebody can struggle after the get, which means they're going to make that adjustment quick. They're not
Right?
going to give them 2 or 3 weeks to get comfortable.
Yeah,
Because it's funny. I mean, and I mean Johnson, I didn't see any of his preseason, but I'm sure he got preseason snaps, which means he's already starting to get into game mode. We have so many starters that aren't seeing preseason, and starting this week, we're going to see like a lot of those kinks get kind of, those butterflies and those
yeah.
moths start coming out of, so
And we see it every year. It's almost like offenses take about till week 4 to look
yeah.
like how they're going to look, and defenses come out the gate ready. You know
And
what I
I
mean?
mean, and then often injuries in the first 4 weeks where I feel
Mhm.
like that's going to happen just because that prep time, they can only prep so much during practice, right? I think they still have limitations, but they're not getting that full game speed because that's a completely different mindset.
Yeah.
Everybody's like in the kill, kill, kill mentality. So,
Yeah. It's totally. I mean, you could go through all the practices in the world, but until you're full pads, you're full hitting,
you know,
it's not the same. Yeah,
so I had the number 7 draft spot in this one, and I've actually never been in that one. I've been late and I've been early, but 7, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I think my first overall pick, I picked up Henry um, as kind of like a fail safe, and then I was lucky enough to get Bucky Irving. I think Bucky Irving is going to be my workhorse. I'm kind of excited. Again, going heavy on the running backs, and then I mean, ended up with JSN and Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm still not sold on him. It just, I don't know, kind of that
yeah,
second year. We'll see. We'll see how he
yeah.
looks.
I mean, JSN is supposed to take over wide receiver one, even though they got Cup.
Yeah.
I think this could be JSN's breakout season. Derrick Henry, if he does even half of what he did last year, he's
Yeah.
still going to be productive for you. I
Hopefully.
think Bucky is gonna do like what you said. He's going to become RB1. Um, yeah, I mean that's not bad at all. And Marv had a very underwhelming season, but I think the sky's the limit for that kid. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No, for sure. I've been hearing really good things about Njigba. Say his name, the wide receiver from Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
I can't even pronounce it. Not even going to try. Just sit here and struggle for like 5 minutes.
Ekabuka,
Ikabuka. Thank you. Ikabuka. I'll say one.
and I'm probably saying it wrong.
No, that's so much better than
Yeah,
Njigba because it's not Njigba. There's not those acronyms are not in there.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm hearing really good things about him, so I'm excited about that. And then McPherson as far as kicker, and then Baltimore. Those are just again, I feel like they're going to drop. They're going to produce numbers.
yeah. I
Maybe not
agree.
week 1 for Baltimore, but we'll see.
What was who's on your bench?
Bench, I got Pacheco. I didn't want to do it, but he was still there, so I took Travis Hunter in the event that he does have a solid season. Um, Tank Bigsby, because we still don't know between him and ETN who's going to be breaking
Right.
out. Kevin Ridley was just a name. I'm like, dude, he's consistent. Like he is.
Yeah, yeah. No, 100%.
Picked up Josh Downs, and then recently picked up Dylan Sampson, who could possibly be RB1 in
Oh yeah, yeah. Because
a few games.
I mean, they got what Jalen Ford, um, and then Quinshon Judkins. Is he going to get suspended?
I think so. I think he is.
Yep. And yeah, I mean the Travis Hunter. I mean, I don't even know what to think. I know he's explosive. He seems small to me. Um, is he gonna play some defense? Is he gonna be an every down wide receiver?
I hope they pick him one way or the other because
Yeah,
obviously,
you know what I mean.
there's no place. I mean, not I don't even know of anybody who's playing two ways these days. You know,
I don't
um,
know anybody that plays. Yeah,
hopefully he favors the wide receiver because if not, then he's going to be gone shortly.
well,
But
yeah. I mean, it's doubling your chances of getting hurt.
yeah,
The
no,
the
for
more
sure,
speed out
absolutely,
there.
absolutely,
Yeah,
and going to be hitting people hard. If he's playing defense, which I don't want my wide receiver taking hits. Um, I did pick up Bo Nix, and that one was kind of I don't
I
know.
had him last year.
Did you?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that one. That was kind of I didn't really like what else was kind of left. A lot, dude. Quarterback started going freaking early
I know.
again, like stupid early. So
Yeah, and that's what I think. I went Love kind of late. Um, because I don't like drafting the quarterback too early. So I was like, I'll wait till that second wave. And I wanted Herbert actually. I think Herbert's going to have a really good season. I don't know
yeah,
why. I don't like the Chargers, but I just kind of foresee it. We'll see. But same thing with Love. I liked Love when he came out of Nevada. A
yeah,
buddy of mine, before he got drafted in 2020, was like, the Raiders need this kid, and so I started looking at his tape from Nevada. And I'm like, oh yeah, the kid's talented, and of course
yeah,
the Raiders didn't draft him, but
yeah. One thing. What was his name? Kenyon Henderson. Was that the running back for
the Patriots,
the Patriots? Dude, I wanted him
yeah,
so bad.
so did I. And Bull got him 2 picks ahead of me. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
and I was
I was
staring at him.
I was trying to stay quiet all preseason because every time I'd watch some highlights, I see that kid taking off down the sideline. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah,
Well,
he looks out of everyone that I saw, he was the rookie that was like can make I don't want to say instant impact because that's not the workload I think he's going to get, but he might get you 2 yards, he might get you 3 yards, and
yeah.
then he'll break out 80 yards. You know what I mean? He's that type of player, I think.
Dude, 49ers and New England have some of the most favorable schedules. So, I mean, just moving forward. So, I was trying to take that in consideration, but I guess so was the rest of the league because
Yeah,
they left me a lot of scraps. Yeah.
a
I'm
lot of scrap.
excited. We'll see.
Yeah, but being seven, see, I picked right in front of you in 6, so picking early in a fantasy draft, if you're doing a snake draft, is I mean, you get one of the top players, you know what I mean, but you don't get a pick until almost 20 picks later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depending upon, I mean, we have a 10-man league, so you pick one and then you pick 20.
Yeah. That's
So
tough.
that's rough. So being in the middle, you kind of get, you
Yeah.
can,
No, I think a little bit further middle or even 10, or it's kind of like the ideal spots, the back to back. And sevens,
yeah,
it's almost like that, but then people start getting picked. I mean, we were doing the TikTok live during our draft. I was like, dang it, we were trying not to give him too
you're like,
much
oh wait,
away
I'm
from
up.
each other. I couldn't even look up guys before you guys were picking because it was Sean, you, and then me, or vice versa, right? And I'm
Yeah,
just, dang it. And then Bull was snagging them up. But man, in our league, I mean, it's showing there's a lot of activity already going. We haven't even started the season yet.
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is our third year. You can definitely tell people that were new are getting the hang of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They have a grasp of how to draft, the waiver wire, and just how to keep up on it because they've seen how we keep up on it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And if you don't, you're gonna be left behind. You know what I mean?
100%.
So
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
And you
I'm
see
excited.
those and I don't know if you could, but you can kind of see like some of those that were flying by the seat of their pants. And I was like, all right, interesting pick, interesting pick. But then they made some solid picks too. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think the thing you need to avoid when drafting, especially late in a draft, is don't just see that name out there and be like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to take that sleeper pick. That rookie. The backup running back. You know what I mean? You don't want a vet just that's been in the league 15 years, but his name. He's not gonna somehow turn into the player he
two
was
he was.
years
Yeah,
ago.
5 years
You
prior
know
to
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
Take that chance on a sleeper. You know what I
No,
mean?
good call. Good
That's
call.
my advice. That's
No,
my
no, I
advice.
mean that's 100% because even if they're just sitting on your bench, if they slowly start sneakily having a great season, you already got them. You're not still hunting. So
Right. And if we keep the same people in the league, moving forward, we can, turn it into a keeper league. So
yeah,
we keep, 2, 3 players a year, and that will even put more strategy into it moving forward. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
So I did a draft for a dynasty league with Lex, um, or hobby centric,
Hmm.
28 rounds. After a while, I'm just like, I can't take another quarterback. I mean, I can, but it was just,
What am I supposed to do?
yeah. I was like, I was tired. I was exhausted. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
auto pick the rest. I hated doing that, but 28 rounds. So
Yeah.
we'll see how
Yeah.
that
I
goes.
mean, how many people were in the league?
10.
Oh, so that's 280 players.
I sent a clip earlier. I don't know if you saw it. It was whenever you have that many people, but you start drafting college players and stuff.
Yeah. Can I take the NIL spot, please?
So I ended up with Patrick, Bucky. I got Chuba, Amonra, Drake, London, George Kittle, Montgomery, Najee, Brandon Aubrey, Baltimore. I stuck with the Baltimore Ravens. I think I got them in like 4 out of the 5 leagues that I'm in because I'm in Rip Wax started one. So yeah,
Okay.
I ended up with golf and Dak Prescott. Yeah, this list is ridiculous. Oh well, something fun, I guess, to look into.
Yeah. And so what are the rules of a dynasty league compared to like a PPR league, like what we have?
I think you're keeping. Let's see. You are 3 players over the limit. Please, oh, cut someone. I just saw that. I should really pay attention to this. I got to look further into it because I really don't know much about it, and I'm starting to.
Learn as you go.
Oh yeah, and that's not the best way to do it. Jumping into this. Let's see. General. All rosters will stay with the owners. Owners will need to conduct a draft from the new rookies and free agents pool. Uh, Time players are a waiver after draft. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look back into it, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We're gonna have to do like 3 weeks, then we'll give updates on our fantasy.
Yeah. Week 2, and then you're like week 4.
Hit it. I hit it here. I don't know football. Why am I even doing this?
Obviously, what I planned is not going the way I wanted. Yeah, yeah. Draft review. Um, yeah, I think we covered everything fantasy wise.
Okay, I'm gonna stop that.